and gentlemen, and it's time once again for the Midweek War! I am Mad Mike, and I have a confession to make. I did not watch Ring of Honor this week. But we have someone who did with me, as always, and he's going to tell me everything that's everything from Ring of Honor. It's the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling. Eamon Payton, how are you?
Hello. Yes, I watched Ring of Honor Wrestling this week. I am very excited to talk about this week's episode. Especially after the last few episodes of Ring of Honor have been really good. So,
yeah, I really like last week's. From what you've told me about this week so far, it sounds really good. So, Eamon, what's your word for Ring of Honor this week?
My word for Ring of Honor this week is, and I'll get to it later, ear.
I'm listening. Sorry, I had no response for that. All right, Eamon, what's your good for this week then?
My good for this week, there was 3 really good matches on this week's show, but I'm going to pick my personal favorite, which was the Adam Cole Kushida match. Really, really fun match, really high-paced. Did a good job of building both guys. Adam Cole picked up the win in this match with a really great counter to Kushida's springboard, handspring elbow, and hitting the, I believe he calls it the Florida Key, which is the brainbuster on the knee. Really good match. Really, really good match. Those guys are amazing wrestlers, and I think, yeah, they put on a really good show here.
Excellent. All right, and what's your bad this week?
My bad this week goes to my word, ear. Particularly Kyle O'Reilly's ear. Oh no. This was a for those who didn't watch, reDRagon wrestled Okada and Gedo. And the story in the match, usually you'll see somebody work a body part sometimes in a wrestling match,
naturally,
particularly a heel. Okada and Gedo decided to work the ear of Kyle O'Reilly based off of the fact, and commentary did an amazing job of selling this, of the fact that he had basically some sort of ear injury to where he kept having to get it drained basically in between matches, and it's pretty cauliflowered. Like it's pretty nasty looking.
So was it just like a lot of boxing of the ears, like boop?
Like he would, like Gedo would kind of like twist him by the ear or like chop him in the ear basically.
Oh my god! And
it looked pretty nasty. Like it was like the ear looked legitimately cauliflowered. Like it was, you know, I thought it was a very interesting way to put a match together.
And I thought someone working Triple H's nose was the weirdest thing in a match I've ever seen in my life.
Kyle did a great job of selling the fact that he was in a lot of pain, which I think really was a good selling point of this match. And it was something so different that I've never seen before. But yeah, my bad goes to his ear just from the look of it, because it does look pretty bad. But yeah, a really, really fun match. reDRagon won after hitting Gedo with the Chasing the Dragon. So,
okay. All right, and what will be your change this week for Ring of Honor?
My change for this week's Ring of Honor, what did I put? Oh, and I mentioned this to Mike before we started. So are we just calling them the Machine Guns now? So
wait, they're not from here anymore?
I can't remember. I think they did the hand point.
Are they from here? Maybe, did they move? Are they living separately now? What is going on with the Machine Guns? I need to know.
I don't know if it can't be copyright.
You know what? Detroit. Let's be honest. Let's be real here, Eamon. Detroit is not in the best of scenarios right now. Maybe they don't want to be associated with Machine Guns.
Maybe. But yeah, they're just going by the Machine Guns. The announcers just announced them as the Machine Guns. They're like when they did the tail of the tape, it just said the Machine Guns. I think it's interesting.
They might have just realized that Motor City Machine Guns is a really long tag team name.
Oh, but I like the name.
So do I. But I gotta say, when they were in TNA and they had the Motor City, like that was a great song. Maybe because they couldn't use that song, they just wanted to call them the Machine Guns.
They're also still only coming out to Alex Shelley's Titantron because they haven't made a Motor City Machine Guns Titantron apparently.
Well, that makes sense, tapings wise.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I found that kind of it's like Alex Shelley, but there's another dude. Um, but yeah, no, it was. I don't know. I unless if there's a legal reason as to why you're doing it or something, I understand it. But why not call them Machine Guns? I don't know. The match with the Addiction's pretty good. Machine Guns win. They did an interesting thing where Daniels and Kaz attacked afterwards. Then they were eventually saved by Matt Sydal and Kushida, who both have pretty strong histories with both Sabin and Shelley. And the Young Bucks came out, super kicking Sydal and Kushida, and the Bucks and the Machine Guns got into a bit of a brawl. So,
so we're really setting up like this tag team warfare thing again, aren't we?
Kinda, yeah.
Even though they just did something like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of tag team stuff happening in Ring of Honor right now, so I found it pretty interesting. I think they're leaning, I think, eventually to a big Bucks Machine Gun match, which makes sense because those are two very well known and very popular tag teams, so makes sense to go with that. We got some promo stuff, some cool promo stuff.
Did we get our Dalton Castle promo talking about how awkward it is?
We did. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for the Fight Without Honor next week with him and Silent Sound. This actually is the first Fight Without Honor on Ring of Honor television, which I think is interesting.
Is it? Oh yeah, the other ones have been on pay-per-view. So
yeah, they've all been on pay-per-views and that. So this is kind of interesting. They did a great opening promo with Jay Lethal. Basically talking about Donovan Dijak and his attack on Truth Martini last week. Truth Martini is apparently out with a broken neck.
I saw on Twitter he is recovering.
Yes.
He is recovering and he is heading home, so props to Truth Martini.
But it looks like Lethal's looking to get revenge on Dijak. He said it's not going to be for the Ring of Honor World title because he's not going to get tricked into giving him a title shot that he doesn't deserve, which I think was cool.
So basically a great way to give Dijak a win over Jay Lethal.
Kinda, yeah. Which I'm excited for. I think, like I said, I've always really liked Dijak, and I think it'll be cool to see him in there with Lethal. And then we get a promo from the Briscoes, hyping their eventual match with, what seems to be an eventual match with War Machine.
Okay.
For the tag title. So, yeah, like I said, I think I said it a couple weeks ago, I like that they did a good job of mixing matches with some promos, which was good.
Yeah.
Like
they need to do more of that.
Yeah, I agree. I think you need to have a balance. It can't all be just match.
Now, Eamon, before I get your ranking, I have to ask you one very important question. In your expert fashion opinion, how did Taylor Hendricks look?
Well, she didn't really appear on this week's episode, other than the clip that they showed from last week.
Okay, all right. Well, that is unfortunate. She's probably tending to Truth Martini's wounds, which is fine. I understand that.
Yeah.
But Matt Collins and I tried to institute a fashion segment last weekend. Well, now it's all apparently shot to hell.
Well said.
All right. So where'd you rank Ring of Honor this week?
Ring of Honor this week is actually my number 2. I really enjoyed this week's episode. I think if they keep going with this trend of putting together a good mix of matches and like I said, like the promos and stuff like that, and delivering really good quality matches, they're leading to something really cool, I think. Next week looks really great. I already mentioned the Fight Without Honor between Dalton Castle and Silas Young. They also announced ACH versus Kenny Omega, which should be amazing. And Roppongi Vice challenging War Machine for the tag titles. So I think that'll be really fun to see.
That does sound like a good time. Alrighty. So Eamon, where can the good people of the internet find you?
You can go ahead and find me on Twitter at Eamon2Please, and also check out Inspire Pro Wrestling at InspireProWrestling.com for all the stuff I do in the pro wrestling business.
Excellent. And you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. We talk about everything professional wrestling, and we have a huge cast of characters that love to get into it, and we have very spirited debates about all the goings-on in professional wrestling. All right, so for Eamon Payton, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War!